Military rule in Nigeria, historical background, reasons for military rule, achievements of military rule in Nigeria. Account for the coming of the military into Nigerian politics. WASSCE 1989 Question 10. Historical background of military government in Nigeria. The first military regime in Nigeria started in January 15, 1966. It was staged by 5 majors led by Major Chukwuma Kaduna Enso Guyo. The Prime Minister, Alhaj Tafawa Balewa, amongst others were killed. This coup brought General Agi Ironsi to power on July 29, 1966. Secondly, a counter-coup was staged by northern officers in the army and Agi Ironsi government was toppled and he was killed. Then Colonel Yakubu Gowon took over from him on July 29, 1975. Thirdly, another coup brought an end to the 9 years rule of Yakubu Gowon when he was busy attending OAU summit in Kampala, Uganda. General Murtala Mohammed, who was the coup leader, took over as the head of state. Next, General Murtala Mohammed was assassinated in an aborted coup led by Lieutenant Colonel Bukas Sukadimka on February 13, 1975. General Olusegun Obasanjo, the next in command to Murtala Mohammed, took over as the head of state. General Olusegun Obasanjo eventually handed over power to a democratically elected government of President Chihu Shigeri on October 1, 1979. Furthermore, a coup headed by General Mohamed Buhari terminated the civilian government on December 31, 1983. Again on August 27, 1985, General Ibrahim Babangida, the chief of staff to Mohamed Buhari, took over from him and became the president and commander-in-chief of the armed forces. Babangida retired from the army after handing over in 1993. He set up an interim government with Chief Ernest Shonkan as the head of state. Suddenly, late General Abacha sacked the interim government and assumed the military head of state of Nigeria. Abacha died on the 8th of June 1998. Finally, General Abdul Salam Abubakar succeeded the late General Abacha, who eventually handed over power to a democratically elected president on May 29, 1999. This put an end to about 8 different military government. Give reasons for the military intervention in the politics of any one West African country. WASSCE 1999 Question 9, JAMB-UTME 2012 Question 26. Reasons for the military intervention in the politics of any one West Africa country. Rigging of election. This sometimes results in unrest, rioting, harassment, etc. This may attract the military into the political scene. Mismanagement. Over time, the civilian governments have been accused of mismanagement of the economy of the country. This is one of the reasons for military intervention. Political instability. If the system is unstable or there is a breakdown of law and order in the political system, the military may come in. Political ambition. Some of the military personnel became attracted and they developed very strong political ambition and they forgot that the constitutional role of the military is to defend the country. Bribery and corruption. This allegation was leveled against the politicians and some government officials. Embezzlement of funds. Funds originally meant for some projects were in most cases diverted to private pockets. Not being sensitive to public opinion. The failure of the government of the day to listen to the opinion of the people may attract the military into the political system. Undermining the Constitution. Most of the actions of the politicians were seen as unconstitutional. The provisions of the Constitution were neglected, culminating in military intervention. Suppression of opposition. One of the claims also made for military intervention was the suppression of recognized and legally constituted opposition group. Influence from other countries. The military may also intervene in the political process as a result of the encouragement or influence received from other countries. Involvement of foreign powers. Some foreign powers have been accused of involvement in coups or in military takeover of government in some countries. Frustration in the armed forces. This can bring about military intervention. Frustration may be a result of low promotion prospects, poor financial reward, or salary, public display of wealth by the politicians, etc. Nepotism, favoritism, tribalism, etc. These are evils that can break a country. Many government officials were accused of favoring their people above others in appointments, promotions, etc. Long tenure of office. Most African political leaders stay longer in office than the number of years they are constitutionally supposed to stay. President Ayadima of Togo spent over 30 years in office. Subscribe to ARM YouTube channel to easily stay updated with new videos.